wow. For just a second there, my audio level just went off because I was in. I just
You
didn't
just
feel like
glitched out. You just glitched, bro.
You think it's because we haven't had coffee as much in the past couple of days
Yes.
that I just feel like a loser because the coffee, the nectar.
Can I get a refill?
Bro, we need to hire somebody in the studio. In there. I know. We can train. We can train Turbo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, can we get some nectar in here, bro? Or we could just get a coffee maker in here. But I don't know. We could probably put it in the corner over there.
Yeah,
because we got enough space now, bro. We got enough space to do whatever we need to do. Because we out here.
No, we do need to hire somebody to make coffee and be like, coffee it up.
But they need to know how our coffees are made. Listen. When the coffees are being made, we need at least, if it's gonna be cut low cups, two creamers, and about 12 to 13 sugars. Okay, if it's just in packets. If we're not using packets, at least 3 to 4 spoonfuls of sugar.
We're talking about the scoop.
And stir it, and
like
then when I taste it, I have to go like this. Oh boy. Okay, if I don't do that, your coffee's trash.
It's what?
It's trash. Oh, we should like your coffee. Your coffee's this.
A 2-pack of ass.
We live, baby. Good morning, Sack Pussy. What's going on, guys? My name is Alex,
and I'm Alan.
Yo, guys, listen. Welcome to the Amicy.
Welcome
channel.
Welcome. Hey,
we need to figure out a different name.
Welcome.
This is technically part of our channel. This is the backup channel.
The Amicy Theories.
Ooh. Theories with the Amicy. Welcome to Theories with the Amicy's.
Bro, I need the little pipe thing, like the Sherlock Holmes, like the.
Bro, we should get them, because we're technically trying to solve the mysteries of life. Who are we to deprive the audience of this amazing stuff?
Hello.
So this is the Theories with the Amicy's.
You gotta get the look. You gotta be like this. Theories with the Amicy's.
This is Theories with the Amicy's. Okay, how's that? Was that better?
Yes,
I killed it. So we like, one of the things we're very excited about this channel is the fact that, like, we can do whatever the heck we want on this channel.
Of course.
And you guys that are here, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. We're just pumped to grow as a freaking squad. So today we've got how the universe is way bigger than you think.
Oh boy.
So I'm pumped. I'm here to get my mind blown. So without further ado, guys, let's do what we're gonna do best. Have this video. Let's get popping.
Let's get it. Bro, it's giving me like
this is a real life lore video.
It's giving me like the Interstellar vibe. Like, you remember whenever you watched it?
Is that the one that was with what's his name? What was that white guy?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I was wrong movie. I was thinking, what was the runner guy? Mission Impossible.
You're running. She's a track star.
She's a runner. She's
Tom Cruise.
That? Yeah, Tom Cruise.
No, but like
when it was in space.
Yeah, Interstellar was like when he was like, he went to space, and then you've seen it, right?
I'm sure I have.
Where he went to like another realm, and he was able to see his daughter. Like it was weird. Like, he was able to go back and see like his daughter, and then like he never aged, but his daughter aged. It was like, I don't know how to. It was, my mind was blown. I was like, this, what? Why are you showing me this in high school?
How do I end up here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here, guys?
It's like,
okay. All right.
Possible by Squarespace. Make your next move with a beautiful website from Squarespace. This is Earth. You live here on this planet somewhere, and everything that you've ever known is located right here. But just how small exactly is Earth when compared to the scale of the entire universe? Let's start by zooming out to where we can see our nearest cosmic neighbor, the Moon. You may think that the Moon is very close to Earth since it dominates our night skies, but in reality the Moon isn't this close to our planet. It's actually about this far away, 384,400 kilometers away from.
That's really far.
There's gonna be a lot of pausing in this video. Guess who doesn't care? This guy. Hold on. If the Moon is that far away from the Earth,
okay,
does that mean we're just amazing, or eyesight is just amazing if we can see the Moon at night?
Yeah, think about it, because your eyes really.
Because I can barely see anything that's like right here, but if I can see the freaking Moon, 238,855 miles away.
But maybe the outer sphere of the Earth is like a magnifying glass.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking about that.
Okay.
That's a good observation, Alan. What are you? Hey, okay, which one of us is Sherlock and which one of us is Holmes?
I'll be Holmes. Wait, there's. I'll be the other guy,
Watson.
Watson.
Okay,
Yeah.
because Watson pretty much would ran the game.
Yeah.
Sherlock was just smart. Without Watson, Sherlock was a goner.
Exactly.
Okay, I see, son.
From you right now, on average, you could fit 30 entire Earths in between this distance, and if you somehow were able to drive a car at a constant 100 kilometers per hour speed, it would take you about 160 days to drive the entire distance. Despite this
What?
incredible distance, however, 12 humans have actually set foot here, representing the furthest away that any individual human has ever been away from the Earth, and one of humanity's greatest achievements. This
You know what bothers me about this moon landing stuff?
Uh huh.
Is the fact that, like, we managed to do this way back when the computers were trash. But my MacBook over there was like, they're gonna all of this computers, but we can go back. All right. And that, you know,
Okay. Go ahead.
and the thing that bothers me is the fact that, like, oh wait, does the moon not have a what's it called? An ozone? I'm assuming.
Because
Because something that keeps the gravity down. So clearly, the moon doesn't have one. Because if they did, like, there'd be a deeper to look at.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we were to enter the Earth at any position,
Yes.
you're gonna enter, then you're gonna go down to land,
Okay.
right? But
Right.
like the moon, you can just literally just go right onto it, which is weird.
But then look at the Earth though. Like, why are we only able to see like the? You see, you can only
The
see
half of the Earth, not even half, like a segment of the Earth.
yeah, like a dome.
Yeah.
But theory right here. Okay. So could it be like that is the dome? Cause look, then you can see like it looks like you can see Antarctica. You can see Africa.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you can see the map pretty much.
Well, they've already told us that the map is wrong.
Yes.
Shout out to the you guys know who they are, for trying to give us the fake ass map of the world. Anyhow, they're like, yeah, Africa's massive. Okay, that's anyhow. No, but because if you look at it from that perspective, it's like there's nothing else in the like that bothers me. It's pitch black, but we can see the sun. We can see the
Stars and
how can we see, like, we can see the Earth,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't see no other thing around the Earth?
Bruh.
Anyhow, carry on.
This is what the Earth would look like from there if you were standing there with them, and if you wanted to communicate with somebody back at home, it would take a message about 2.5 seconds to travel between you and them, since that's how fast the speed of light can travel at. This is a photo that was taken on Mars, and that tiny dot that you see there is Earth as seen from the Martian surface. On average, Mars is an
Jesus.
incredible 225 million kilometers away from Earth, but that distance can be as high as 401 million
Why does this
kilometers.
number look
That
so
means that
huge?
whenever humanity finally gets around to landing a human on the planet, that person will be 986 times further away from Earth than the astronauts who landed on the moon were. In addition, the time delay for sending a message from Mars back to Earth isn't just 2.5 seconds, it's actually more like 20 minutes each direction.
Oh, that's
which would
good.
render instant communication in the event of an emergency impossible.
Screwed.
When we zoom out even further away, we can find the Voyager 1 space probe, which is the furthest away man-made object from Earth. It is currently located 138 AUs from the Earth. AU meaning astronomical unit, which is the distance between the Earth and the Sun.
That's
which
Lord.
means that Voyager 1 is 138 times further away from us than the Sun is. At some point on its long voyage, Voyager 1 turned its camera around and took this photograph. It may not look like much at first, but in my opinion, this is the greatest single photograph ever taken in all of human history.
It's like-
This tiny, pale blue dot is Earth, and I don't think that anybody has ever said something as amazing about this as Carl Sagan when he said, "If you look at it, you see a dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On
How
it,
irrelevant
everyone
we
you
are."
ever heard of, every human
Jeez.
being who ever lived out their lives. The aggregate of all our joys and sufferings, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and every forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilizations, every king and every peasant, every young couple in love, every hopeful child, every mother and every father, every inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam.
Irrelevant.
Voyager 1 is currently traveling at 17 kilometers every single second, but even at that speed, it won't break out of the reach of our solar system for another 30,000 years.
What?
Once we go beyond the solar system, we arrive in our interstellar neighborhood. Here we shift to the light year unit of measurement, which is the distance that light travels in a full Earth year, or about 9.461 trillion kilometers. The star Proxima Centauri here is the closest other star to us other than our sun, but it's still 4.24 light years away from us. To put that into perspective, if it was heading in the right direction, it would still take Voyager 1 over 70,000 years to reach it. In other words,
This is
if you drove your
stupid.
car at 100 kilometers an hour like in our previous example to the moon, it would take over 6 times longer than the entire age of the universe is just to finally get there, and it wouldn't even exist still when you arrived. When we zoom out even
What?
further, we can see the entire Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is located.
Bro, my mind is
It's-
getting blown right now. Because we live in the Milky Way galaxy.
Yes, but there's more galaxies than that.
I'm dying. This is crazy. Oh, keep it rolling.
Zoom out even further, we can see the
We are
entire
irrelevant.
Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is located right here. This yellow dot is the
No,
furthest
what's
extent
in
of
the middle?
humanity's radio broadcasts throughout history, which means that any possible
sun?
aliens who live outside of this range are totally unaware of humanity's presence. It's complete silence outside of this yellow dot as far as we are currently aware, but the entire galaxy spans over 100,000 light years from end to end. There are over 100 billion stars and over 100 billion planets inside of our galaxy. But you have never seen the full glory of the galaxy at night, because 99% of the stars that you can see with the naked eye are limited to this small, tiny region right here. But even this massive galaxy is nothing compared to the rest of what's out there. Zooming out even further and we arrive at the local group of galaxies, a collection of 54 different galaxies that is about 10 million light years across.
54?
But zooming out even further,
more?
and you
What?
can see the Virgo supercluster, of which the local group here is just a tiny segment of. There are at least 100 other groups of galaxies just like our own local group inside of here, and the distance from one side to the other is a mind-numbing 110 million light years. But even the massive
No,
Virgo
no
supercluster
way.
is
There's
nothing
no
but a
way.
quiet and
Oh!
tiny lobe of the great Laniakea.
My
We're
my
insects,
head
bro.
hurts.
We're insects.
Bro, we don't exist. We are stupid people inside of an ant form thinking this is all it is. I don't even know why we've been trying to go out there for. Go back to the ocean. Why we've been trying to go up there? The moment the guy said light year, we should have just stopped. That means
So
if technology doesn't advance way faster than it is advancing now, we're all gonna be dead by the time we discover anything. We'll be long, long gone. Can you imagine how depressing that is?
it pretty
For the
much
people that started that thing back then, they're like this, yeah, you'll be. Then it's like 200
20,
years,
21.
200 years later, you're like, what? We didn't even start yet. All
So
right,
you
cool.
just so we're just pretty much passing information.
Because at this one is this. It's to expect that the things that we need right now
Okay.
in our to do so everything that we've achieved right now
Yes.
has only been achieved based on the material that we have access to in this world.
Yeah.
So in order to get to the next phase of life or of understanding more and more about the universe, we have to find material of things that we have not gotten the chance to see yet.
Uh-huh.
Because I think it's like one of those things where once we discover those, right?
Mhm.
We'll finally be able to potentially expand. Because if you've already mastered everything that's there right now, right?
Okay.
You've already seen everything. Then it's like, how do you possibly get from here to there,
Okay.
right? And I think it's so fascinating to think about because could that be why we're going to Mars? Could that been why we went to the moon
To get resource?
to potentially look for resources that will allow us to go to the next step? Because if everything that you have, because if everything that we have access to now we've been discovered,
Yes.
and we're trying to go out more, but the equipment that we have doesn't allow us to get there.
But it's just like the thing for like the water. Like they were saying that it's like I think 12 pounds heavier to go down
In the water?
in the water.
Yeah.
And our equipment just can't do it. Like the submarines that they would send down, it would just break
Yeah.
because it's like too heavy. Because it's like once you're out of the water, the weight is off you.
Yeah, because okay.
So that's what I typed it up to look it up.
yeah.
And they're like, that's why they'd rather go to space than it's easier to go to space than deeper into the water.
But I think that's so dumb though. Why would it be easier to go to space when the equipment that we need they haven't been invented. We don't have access to the stuff yet, right? So if they're going to Mars and the hope is to discover different, because there's raw material
Okay.
or minerals of some sort that's on Mars
Mhm.
that have not been discovered by humans.
Very
Which
true.
means with that, if they're able to bring that back here, we can build, or better yet, we send engineers, architects, all of the things that we need to build the stuff that they need there, and from there we're able to go forward.
Yeah, 'cause I think that's what Elon Musk was trying to do, was like trying to go to Mars so they could be able to gain the resources to be able to start life form over there.
Yeah, but is it starting the life form in Mars, or take the materials to come back here, build stuff to go there? Because that sounds kind of dumb to go get it to come back there. But it's like, who gets to decide who gets to go?
You know, it's gonna be the higher ups.
I don't think it would be,
Why not?
because you'd be going there to start from ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you want to leave your life of luxury here to go start at zero? Because there's no government over there. There's nothing. So when you're over there, it's pretty much free reign. It'd be like back in the Wild Wild West
Okay.
when the people were leaving the right side of the map to go to the left side, and if you got there first and you were able to establish a perimeter, that place was yours. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I don't know. Keep it rolling, bro. This is all.
110 million light years.
Then outside of that,
But even the massive Virgo
Jesus.
supercluster is nothing but a quiet and tiny lobe of the great Laniakea
Virgo.
supercluster, an enormous structure that is home to our galaxy as well as 100,000 other galaxies. The distance from one side to the other is 520 million light years, but from even there we can zoom out all the way to the entire observable universe and see that even the titanic Laniakea
What?
supercluster is just a tiny and
How do they know
insignificant
this?
part
Right.
of everything. This is the observable universe, and it contains everything that we know of. It is home to at least 2 trillion different and individual galaxies, which together contain more stars than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth. The distance from Earth to any side of the observable universe is 46.5 billion light years, which means that the entire width is 93 billion light years across.
Don't do
What's
it.
perhaps even more interesting, however,
Don't
is
tell me
what
there's more.
actually lies beyond the observable universe. Keep in mind that the observable universe is all that we can currently see, and it's entirely possible that the rest of the universe outside of it is vastly larger and more fantastic than we can possibly ever imagine.
You know what I'm thinking? Like
Uh-huh.
back to a conversation about, we can do this all day. You know, back to the conversation we were just having about like everything that we know about travel is based on the materials that we have right now.
Yes.
We don't know anything about teleportation because we always think about teleportation in such a way of like, oh, it's teleported. But what if we're able to discover, or the person that's going to be born at some point in time makes it to the rate of, I know how to create a teleportation device. And the materials that we need, we know it. We find it on Mars or wherever we go.
Yes.
Then essentially all of this, or it's going to take millions of years to get to, becomes pretty irrelevant. So everything changes. Because if I can teleport from, let's say I can teleport from here to Mars, it takes me 3 days. I can teleport. So like all of a sudden everything changes
Mm-hmm.
because you're essentially having to every tiny particle of you has to make it there,
Yes.
right? So as they perfect that, teleportation doesn't become a idea anymore.
Just like it's just.
So I don't think teleportation. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't think we're talking about teleportation from the perspective of like I'm gonna go teleport from here, but go back to the past. No. Teleportation based on the portals that we've established.
Okay.
So if there's portals we've established on Mars or here, we can teleport to these different locations.
Yes.
So everything's a lot quicker.
Right. But I mean, like what you said about like it's not like it's gonna take us forever to find, but it's like that one person that comes up with the idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the plane.
Yes.
Like we back in the day, they probably never thought, oh, we'll be taking like a plane to get from point A to point B.
Exactly.
But then like the Wright brothers made the first plane,
Uh-huh.
and they flew it and they're like, oh, we could do that. It's gonna be like that person when they're like, oh, I can make a teleportation device, and we're all gonna look at them like they're crazy.
Exactly.
But then once you get from here, it'll be like something like, oh, I'm gonna get from here to the grocery store.
yeah,
and
it
it
could just be
happens.
like the next room.
Yeah, our next room, and it's just like, oh, bro, this is gonna be huge.
Is that where everything kind of comes into like the quantum world, quantum physics?
Yep.
God, I love this. Bro.
We simply don't know what else is out there because the light from these incredibly distant places has not yet had enough time in the universe's history to reach us yet back on Earth. And the light from some places may never reach us at all. Because some parts of space very far away from Earth are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, that means that the light from these places will never, in an infinite amount of time, reach Earth. Meaning that even if humanity is eternal and exists forever, there will still be an unknown number of places in the universe that we will never know about or ever see. So, it is very likely that as unbelievably enormous as it seems, the observable universe is just a tiny slice of what we can currently see of the entire universe. According to the theory of cosmic inflation that was proposed by Dr. Alan Guth,
I was just thinking just now.
Okay.
What if the black holes that we don't know anything about, or the portals,
To the other places.
because we don't know where it ends, but we're too scared to go inside the black holes. Why don't we not exploring the black holes? I think they just saw the other side of a black hole for the first time.
Did they?
I think recently they saw the other side of the black hole. But if we can find the black hole, go into it, send drones and stuff into it, and figure out where it leads, and where you end up, if that makes sense.
But it could be the same thing with the Bermuda Triangle. We don't know where it leads to.
Oh yeah.
Because
So maybe the black holes or the teleportation. What if the black holes have always been the way that we teleport? People have been teleporting in and out, but because we're too primitive,
okay.
we haven't discovered it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or it could be that we did figure it out. Like, okay, I'm gonna come back full circle.
Okay.
So it's like the black hole, right?
Yes.
Like a lot of people would look at it as, oh, they're bad, or oh, it's destructive.
Anything that we don't know about tends to be destructive.
Right.
Yes.
Just like the deep sea.
Yes.
And like how we're talking about like how there could be life form down there.
Yes.
Like a whole civilization that we don't know of.
Okay.
But the people in power are too scared to let us know about this.
Yes.
And so they put fear about it and be like, oh, we don't discover more because this or that.
Yeah.
So it could be the same thing with the black hole, like what you said. What if that leads us to another spot in the universe?
Mm-hmm.
But they just don't know much about it yet, so they're scared to go.
But at the same time, like, what if it does discover it? Why would I come back? If they send me on an adventure, I'm technically an alien on that planet.
Yes.
So why would I want to come back here? You mean tell me I can go to a different planet and it's sick over there? Nah, we're good here. We're gonna establish life. Like I would hang out there if I was there.
But what if you don't know anything about that planet though?
Then you learn.
Like what if you're not able to breathe on it? You can.
But I'm sure any other planet is more advanced than this one. Any other planet that has life is more advanced than we are.
That's to say, if there is, we don't know.
That is to assume that out of all what we just saw, we're the only ones. That is so. It's the ego of humankind to think, yeah, we're the only ones out here. Come on now, guys. Anyhow, keep it rolling, bro.
If it is assumed that cosmic inflation began at 10 to the negative 37th
Like
of a
what?
second after the Big Bang, and with the assumption that the size of the universe before inflation began was equal to its age times the speed of light, then this would seem to suggest that at the present day, the entire universe is 150 sextillion times larger than the observable universe. That number for reference looks like this, with this many zeros.
Jeez.
Let this number sink in for just a moment. This would be similar to you thinking that the entire observable universe, everything that you could see, was the size of a light bulb, but then realizing that in reality the entire universe is larger than the former planet of Pluto. Imagine a light bulb in the center of Pluto, but we inside the light bulb were totally unaware that Pluto existed outside of it, and that's a similar situation.
Bruh, that's
to
some
this.
scary mess.
We are all so unbelievably small, but you shouldn't worry, because all that means is that there is so much left out there for us to discover together.
We can discover it.
This video was made possible by Squarespace. If you're
that it?
wanting to create a new website for your next project, Squarespace is the absolute at 10% off your first order.
Alrighty, guys. That was how the universe is way bigger than you think. And yeah, we just got mine blown.
Now my mind's like racing. Like,
This was so freaking interesting. You know what I'm saying?
why were they showing us this in school?
I know.
Out of all the videos we could have
All the
watched,
dumb stuff I got a chance to watch, this is way more interesting than anything else.
yeah,
This allows my mind to tap and go crazy with it. But I think a lot of times, like, they want to show you a lot of different things because they know once you find it's the way the human mind is. Once you find something out, your curiosity starts to go and go and go, and so like because a lot of times what school programs you to be robotic,
right,
and follow the structure that's already been written down for you. So when so that's why they don't allow a lot of times like of creative thinking, because that kind of goes against the norm of what's already established.
Jeez,
You know,
messed up.
guys. Hey, welcome to the Theories with Amicy's. All right. Please click on that subscribe button below and join us in the Reporter Squad, and send us our Instagrams or somewhere in these videos,
Right
our
here.
Twitters or somewhere. Find us in the Discords. Find us on the what else? The comments.
Everywhere.
Send us the links because we'd love to check out these different videos.
We're
Guys.
here for it.
Anything, and we're here for it all, guys.
You know what?
At all times, don't cheat yourself,
Love thyself.
and keep it Amicy. Peace.
I